This question is from O'Galen. He's our friend from Istanbul, Turkey, and he goes on to describe how his mother passed away only 1 month ago. Galen is now having a hard time studying in school. He's 17 years old and exam times are coming up, and my man, he's having a hard time studying and focusing in class. He tries to go to the gym to sort of work out, can't do it, doesn't have the energy, and says that all he can do is sit and play video games. Look, O'Galen, I don't know your real name, buddy, but your world, literally and figuratively, because the mother is the womb and the nourisher of the individual human being, in the same way that the earth is the originator or the creator and the nurturer, physically, of the human being. Your entire world has just collapsed on you. Only 4 weeks ago. For you to be able to perform at the degree that you did before your mom passed away is totally impossible. You need to mourn. 4 weeks is not enough. And not only that, my assumption is, being a boy, being from the Middle East, my assumption is that you've stuffed your tears in. You've stuffed the sadness down, because it's not macho. It's not manly to break out in sobs and tears like you did when you were 5 or 4 years old, right? But the tension, the muscular tension, an energy that you have to produce to hold back those tears, hold in that sadness, will produce so much lethargy. You'll be so tired and so worn out and so unavailable for anybody or anything, because you're so busy swallowing your tears. Now this becomes chronic, so you might not even know it. Again, I'm just assuming this. You might not even know that you're swallowing your tears, but it becomes chronic, where you become so stiff, your body is so rigid that you don't even know you're doing it. And again, this is all based on assumption. I'm going to go out and say that the absolute best approach for you right now is, number one, to be with the situation. Your mom died and you might not do so well in your exams. Don't worry about it. Exams aren't nearly as important as the feelings in your body, as your health, as your mental health, as your character. Not nearly as important. You can do those exams again. Your mom only passes away once. And the opportunity for you to mourn is here right now. Be with that. It's a far more important thing. And the next thing I would offer you is an idea that might support you, an exercise that might support you in breaking the tension in your body, breaking the shell that's holding your sadness and sobs in. You got to break it. It's in our mind and it's in our body. We've got to rid our body of the tension that's causing us to hold in our emotions, especially deep emotions that bring cleansing to the body and the soul, like sobbing, like crying, one that most men have a hard time doing. What I'm going to refer you to is one of my breathing videos, where I either show you how to lay on a stool, you know, the bioenergetic stool where you stretch your body, or simply just do the bow, where I've showed you this before. You pin your shoulders back and you lean back. I want you to stretch the entire front of your body. The front of the human body is associated with tenderness. It's soft, and there's not nearly as much muscle, an aggressive muscle, like the long muscles of the back. You're going to need to stretch those open and breathe deeply. Open your mouth. You might start feeling like you're shaking. You might feel like you're vibrating as you do these exercises. Search my channels. You'll find the videos that I'm talking about where you stretch your body and breathe. You might feel like you're shaking and you're vibrating. That is the emotion trying to break free, right? That might be enough to get you to start choking up and crying. But if it doesn't, you have to cry. There's no question about it. This is what I'm telling you need to do. You gotta cry, you gotta sob, you've gotta get the tension out. It's there for a reason. We don't hold it in. We can't hold it in. Breathe deep into your belly. Practice deep breathing. What that's doing is it's charging your body and expanding your energy from within. But then we've gotta sort of chip at the body a little bit to get it to break down into those tears. So, or sobs in particular. When I say sobs, I mean the convulsions in your body associated with deep crying from mourning or loss, not necessarily tears falling down the cheek. Mimic the sounds of a cry after you breathe or while you're breathing. So it would be something like this. Until you can just totally let go. Let your brain shut off and allow your body, because the emotions are in your body, let your body fall into the rhythm of crying. Ha 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 ha. You see what I'm doing? It's like staggering the sound coming out of the body. You can start with just deep sounds. And I would invite you, as hard as this is for you, man, I'm starting to cry myself, I'm crying for you. I would invite you to call out to your mother when you're making that sound. Mama, 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 mommy, mama, mommy, mommy. And you're gonna break down into those tears. Go with it, my man. Go with the tears. Let it all pour out of you. You're gonna feel so refreshed. You'll feel brand new. But you gotta get it out. You gotta let it out. You gotta mourn. You gotta do it not only for yourself, but do it for your mother, because she wants you to live the most pleasurable, joyful, full expression life that you possibly can. I know this because every mother wants that for her son. All right, my man. I hope that was helpful to you. Good luck.
Elliot's sick. What?